Hello and welcome to the Album Man. Oh, and it's getting close to Christmas, so let's see what album we have in our review stocking. So let's have a look. And we have today Nickelback's Here and Now. So this album is Nickelback's 7th studio album, The Canadian Rockers, and it's the follow-up to the multi-platinum Dark Horse. Now, it's received pretty negative reviews all round, but I mean, is it worthy of this negativity? So first, let's go through the track listing. So, This Means War, Bottoms Up, When We Stand Together, Midnight Queen, Gotta Get Me Some, Lullaby, Kiss It Goodnight, Trying Not to Love You, Holding On to Heaven, Everything I Wanna Do, and Don't Ever Let It End. So that is 11 tracks, and they come in a total of about, I think it's 45 minutes, so pretty standard album. So this album, it starts off with This Means War, which is the 4th single from the album. It is, it's easily the heaviest song on the album, with heavy overdriven guitars powering it, especially in the chorus. The problem is, the chorus, it's just weak on this song. It just doesn't have a spark to it. Chad Kroeger just doesn't do it for me in the chorus at all. The solo's awful, and the riff is uninteresting. It's just not a good start to the album, really not the explosive start you want. See where they're going, start with a heavy song, explosive, but just failed. Then we come to Bottoms Up, which is the rowdy party track of the album. It's a song about drinking large quantities of alcohol. It certainly shows how Nickelback can never lyrically grow up. It sounds a lot like, if you know the song Burn It to the Ground from the last album, Dark Horse. It has a great beat and great vibe to it, but, it has that atmosphere that they wanted to create, but, again, a poor chorus, and it just lacks the spark that makes songs like Animals Inside of a Bullet work. They're from All the Right Reasons. It's just, meh, Then we come to track 3, When We Stand Together. This is the main single from the album, and it's the sort of trying to be the If Everyone Cared of All the Right Reasons, and it's Nickelback's obligatory ballad. It has a good strong beat. I rate Daniel Adier's drums on this album. I think he really performs well and creates a good beat. But again, the acoustic guitar by Chad and Ryan Peake, is it? I think, yeah. It's just not good. It's just uninspiring and boring. And I find in this album, with All the Right Reasons, you just want to sing along, jump up and down. With this album, you just want to go to sleep and just hope it goes away. It's just boring, really boring. At least in track 4, it gets to, better, sort of referencing sort of Dark Horse's perverse nature with Midnight Queen. A clearly, sort of lyrically sex-driven song. It has a good chorus, and it seems like the single Nickelback should have picked instead of This Means War if they wanted a heavier song, because it's a heavier song. It's a bit like This Means War in sort of heaviness, but it's just got a better thing. It's one of the best tracks on the album, but it's certainly not Animals. It's not exactly one of Nickelback's best tracks, and I wouldn't put it on the greatest hits. So then we get to Gotta Get Me Some. It's typical Nickelback, really. Sort of Dark Horse, sex-orientated lyrics. It's nothing memorable, nothing offensive, just okay run-of-the-mill song. And then we come to Lullaby, which I find a very interesting song. This is the 3rd single, I think. Yeah. And it's easily the best ballad on the album. It has a very interesting sign that, I don't know, some fans may want to tell me otherwise, but it seems to be the sort of first strong use of a piano melody in a song of Nickelback I certainly can remember. And it really is quite a lovely song. Chad Kroeger's voice is spot on this. He sings absolutely perfectly. And you do remember it. It's probably my second favourite song on the album. But it's not as good as the brilliant ballad from Dark Horse, If Today Was Your Last Day. I mean, it is different to other songs, and I hope they, go on this path again. I think it was very interesting, and I think it worked. It was different, but it's good. Hope they do sound like it on the next album. So, Kiss It Goodbye. Now, if you know My Chemical Romance's album Danger Days, he made a song Planetary Go. If you don't, don't worry. But if you do, this song has the same beat and vibe, in my opinion. It doesn't have the same electro synth, but has the same beat and vibe to it. And it's forgettable, it's not good, it's bland. Yeah. And then we get to Try Not to Love You. This is sort of done the acoustic ballad of When We All Stand Together, the piano ballad of Lullaby. So this is really the clean guitar ballad of the album. It's, it is great Nickelback, to be honest. It has a great chorus at last, and I have no problems with it. It's a good song. Oh no, Holding On to Heaven, track 9? Yeah, track 9, I think, yeah. This is my favourite song on the album. It's the classic Nickelback formula, has a great chorus. I just wish, I don't know why they didn't release it as a single. I mean, I wish there was more like this. They should have released it as a single as well. Then you get to Everything I Wanna Do. This is, and it's another good song. It shows that, the album does have good tracks. They're just dotted around and far and few between. The consistency is dreadful. But, there are good songs. And then Don't Ever Let It End is just a, forgettable, one-of-the-mill ballad that, you'll forget about tomorrow. Now, before people accuse me of being, just waging at Nickelback, because I criticise quite a lot of the song, I do love Nickelback. I mean, I'm sporting the shirt here, if you can see that, I don't know, which I got on their 2008 All the Right Reasons tour. They were brilliant live. I mean, I own all the albums and happily call myself a fan. So, I was really looking forward to this album. I have to say, I was disappointed. I love Nickelback's sound, and I don't care that they haven't changed the formula. It doesn't bother me like it seems to bother some other reviewers. It doesn't bother me at all. It's just, it's the same style. There's nothing, too much to dislike on this album. It's just, it doesn't have the great songs that All the Right Reasons and Silver Side Up and even Dark Horse had. I'm not as big a fan of Dark Horse. I mean, at least it doesn't have the perverse nature of Dark Horse, but it's just a weak example of their sound. There's really no songs I put on the greatest hits. I mean, I could consider Holding On to Heaven, I suppose I probably might. Lullaby, maybe. And When We Stand Together, I suppose by default would. Got in the charts, don't think very high though. I think 48 in the US Billboard, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, in conclusion, if you're a Nickelback fan, you'll grow to like this album. It's typical Nickelback. It's not unexpected. Don't expect All the Right Reasons though. If you're, a fan, if you're not a fan even, this album won't sway you, and don't bother with it. You might want to listen to When We Stand Together, but it'll just put you off the band even more if you watch the music video. In conclusion, I'm going to give this album a 6 out of 10. It doesn't do anything wrong, it just doesn't do anything right either. So this has been the Album Man. Thank you for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe. Oh, and I'm hoping to get my top 5 albums of the year out soon, so please look out for that. Bye.